Okay, so welcome back, friends. So we have just completed the structure and the functions of ribosomes. Now let's see the last point of this point, that is biogenesis of ribosomes. So ribosomes are not self-replicating molecules. Okay, so let me take a pen. Okay, so ribosomes are not self-replicating molecules. So these ribosomes are not self-replicating molecules. Are actually, these are synthesized with the help of nucleus, or that is a DNA. So, or the we can say that the nucleolus is involved in the synthesis of ribosome. So all rRNA molecules are actually synthesized inside the nucleolus. Okay, so the synthesis of various component of ribosomes, such as rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA, and proteins are under genetic control. So when cell requires a huge amount of ribosomes, then the DNA of the cell produces a large amount of ribosomal RNA and protein. So these processes are actually under genetic control. So the biogenesis of 70s ribosome. Now let's see the biogenesis of 70s ribosome. So in bacteria, a single gene transcript containing the sequences of 16S, 23S, and 5S are RNA. Now you must know that the bacteria are prokaryotic cells. So in case of prokaryotes, the synthesis or the gene regulation is actually, or the synthesis of RNA or the proteins are actually under single operon. So uh, these three transcripts, that is 16S, 23S, and 5S are RNAs, are actually synthesized under single gene transcript, that is single operon. So you must know about the, you might be know about the lac operon concept. So those know about the lac operon concept, then they will find it easy to understand these actually a single gene transcript concept. So under single gene, these all the three transcripts, that is 16S, 23S, and 5S rRNA, are actually synthesized in case of bacteria. So this larger molecule is thought to undergo both tailoring and chemical modifications before each ribosomal RNA molecule assumes its mature form. So so after the transcription, actually, after the transcription, the DNA of the bacteria produces a long thread of RNA. So this is the RNA. Okay, so this is the single transcript. So this is the RNA after transcription of a bacteria. So this is the some amount of RNA constitute for the 16 years rRNA. Some some RNA contains the 23 years, and some, that is a remaining RNA, contains a 5 years. So these three rRNA molecules are actually synthesized on a single transcript. So after the synthesis of these RNA molecules, there is a tailoring and chemical modifications. So tailoring, like the cutting of these RNA molecules. So after cutting, there is a chemical modifications on these ends. So after these modifications, these molecules, that is 16S, 23S, and 5S rRNA molecules, becomes functional. So I hope you are getting this point, what are I'm trying to say. So uh, the 16S rRNA molecule is first cleaved off, and then again tailoring and methylation of these molecules is done. Okay, so as I told you, the sequence wise, the molecules are actually cleaved off, and then the tailoring and the chemical modifications like methylation is going to take place in this rRNA molecule. So this is the process of synthesis of 70s ribosome is going to take place inside the bacteria. Now, when we'll talk about the biogenesis of 80s ribosomes, that is in case of eukaryotic cells, in eukaryotic cell, biogenesis of ribosome is much more complex. Why it is much more complex? Because each rRNA molecules is actually transcribed under a different gene. So in case of bacteria, all the three rRNA molecules are actually transcribed under a single gene. But in case of eukaryotic cell, the different RNA molecules are actually synthesized or transcribed under a different gene. So the 5.8S, 18S and 28S rRNA are transcribed as much larger molecule in the nucleolar organizer. So in case of eukaryotic cells, these three rRNA molecules are actually transcribed under a single gene transcript. But the 5S rRNA molecule are transcribed by separate DNA fragment elsewhere in the nucleus. So this is the point that you should remember, that the 5S rRNA of eukaryotic cell is transcribed by separate DNA fragment elsewhere in the nucleus, and the remaining three rRNA molecules are actually transcribed under a single gene transcript. So this is the difference and the points that you should remember. So the biogenesis of ATS ribosome involves the following three main events. That is, the first one is ribosomal RNA synthesis by nucleolar organizer. So first of all, the rRNA synthesis is taking place inside the nucleolus or nucleolar organizer. Then the biosynthesis of ribosomal proteins. So the ribosomal proteins are also need to be synthesized. And then the third process, that is 5S rRNA synthesis. Okay, so these are three different processes that should taking place inside the cell so that the ATS ribosome is going to be developed. So here we can see that the three rRNA molecule, that is 18S, 5.8S and 28S rRNA. These three rRNA molecules are actually transcribed under a single transcript. So this is the triphosphate, this is the 5' end, this is the 3' end, this is the 3' end, and this is the hydroxyl group. So when the DNA transcribe RNA molecule, that is 45 rRNA precursor, so it is 45 rRNA precursor. This is the 45 rRNA, which is 13,000 nucleotides, which are made up of 13,000 nucleotides. And after the cleaving, that is a degradation of regions of nucleotide sequences, then RNA processing is going to take place. And after the RNA processing, there is a synthesis of 18S rRNA, 5.8S rRNA and 28S rRNA. But these 5S rRNA is actually synthesized or made elsewhere in the DNA fragment. So this is the 5S rRNA molecule. So these 18S rRNA incorporated into small ribosomal subunit, and these three molecules incorporated into large ribosomal subunit. So these are the some important points that you should remember, that how these molecules are actually synthesized in a single transcript, and which molecules are actually going to part of the larger or smaller subunit. So there are some point that you should remember. So this is about the biogenesis of ribosome. So I hope you will understand this point, that is structure, then the function and the biogenesis of ribosome. So if you didn't understand it, then just recap the video, or again watch again the videos, again watch, so that you can understand it better. So I hope you will found this video informative. So until then, just keep watching and keep supporting, and take care. Thank you.